Hey, it's Charlie and Teresa. We're out back today putting up the deer fence. I'm sitting over here in the chair. Teresa's over there doing all the work, putting in all the posts. I bought this nifty auger post hole digger thing from Harbor Freight, less than $200. Laid a line down every 8 feet, marked it, went along and drilled the holes. I had a stick with a paint mark on it as a depth gauge so I knew how deep to make each hole. And she's over there putting in the posts, following the white line that's on the ground for the base. The top she's just using a level. She's got a post level. It measures the left side and the front at the same time. So right now she's leveling it up, putting a little dirt in the bottom. And then she will take a metal pole I gave her and tamp it down. But I let her go on this stuff. She loves doing this kind of stuff. I don't know. And she sees what I do and then she copies it and she just takes over. And I'll just let her go. But I'll jump up there and help her if there's anything heavier. Definitely if she might do something that, she might hurt herself. I won't let that happen. So right now she's having a good time. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day for us. We've been having a lot of trouble with the deer. I put in some winter rye and they just seem to love it. We got deer tracks all through it and they seem to be pulling out the whole thing when they're eating it. I'm hoping as it gets a little taller they won't mess with it so much. But this is where the fruit trees are going to go here. So just got one more to put in, and then you can see the roll of wire I have back there. Probably not enough wire. Went over this before. We put cardboard down on the ground, and then we put all those wood chips. Now they've settled. They were a lot higher. And then where we sited this, on this side of the property, it's low, and the water's going to puddle over there. So afraid we can't go that much farther. Don't want the fruit trees' roots sitting in water. So we'll stick right here, and then decided to make it a little bit wider, so we came out here with an extra couple posts. So we're actually wider now than what we originally planned to be. So now I'll probably have to go scrounge up some more posts and definitely some more wire. Look at her go. She just goes. Yeah, we're having a good old time. Probably get one more post in there. I guess she'll call it quit after that. And tomorrow we'll mow the grass over here, this here section. And then I could take that roll of wire and string it out there and temporarily tack it up and see how it's going to look. Now these poles were 8 foot tall. They're about 2 feet in the ground. So it gives me about 6 feet above ground. But she's probably going to want to go higher than that. So I'm probably going to take 2x4s, and then up here, I'll put a 2x4 and keep going up. So for whatever height she wants. And then I'll screw it in there. And then we'll probably put some caulk to seal it so water doesn't get between the 2x4 and the posts. So that's the way. And then the metal fence will go around, and we've got fence staples to hammer in. Now the upper part would be like 3 feet maybe, I'm going to guess. And then I'm just going to use lightweight stuff. Like $20 for 100 feet, the kind of stuff. But the bottom, you wanted something with a pretty fine mesh so like the smaller critters can't get in and out. So I'm going to use wire at the bottom. And the light will be just, at the top will just be a bird netting or something like on that order, deer netting. $20 for a roll of 100, 150 feet, whatever you get. There she goes with the last one for the back. And she'll be bugging me to get some more cardboard and get another load of wood chips in here. We already used 24 cubic yards of wood chips. It's incredible. That's a huge amount for anybody who doesn't know. 1 yard at 4 inches deep will cover 80 square feet. So that's the formula you use. Now there she goes. She puts that in. She measures to the bottom part. She brings it up to the white line. You see the white line? So you get that close to where it's just barely touching or not touching at all. So you get the bottom in position, and then she put a little bit of dirt in it, and then she'll use the level to get the top in the right position. And then you put more dirt in there, and you take that metal pole and you tamp the dirt down around the post. She probably can't tamp it down as hard as I'd like it, so I'll probably get a bigger rod, and I'll probably go back over the whole thing. Looks like that top of that one's out a little bit. I don't know if you can see that from here, but it looks like it's leaning out that way too far. She's got to bring it back. Looks like just about a little bit at the top there. But when she puts the level on it, she'll see it. It's a neat little level. It's like a square. So if you need to know more about that, let me know in the comments, and I'll show it to you in another video. Yeah, it's just a beautiful day, so I said, let's go dig some holes. So we're digging down here. This is all clay and really tough drilling. So I didn't want to dig it by hand. That's why I bought the machine, and I'm really glad I did. For less than $200, and if I wanted to sell it, I'll get $100 for it, or $75. So there she goes. She got that straighter now. Did you see it come up on the top there? So that's looking pretty good there. Oh, she's tamping it down a little bit. I don't know why she did that, but anyhow, the clay came up in chunks, and when I stepped on it, it stuck to the bottom of my shoe. And Teresa was making like snowballs with it. That's how it just packs up like ice balls. It just packs up real good. Oh yeah, she got the last one in. Yay! It's time for wine. A little celebration. Anyhow, that's just the back row. Then we'll have to do, I think she's going 20 feet wide. So that far side will be 20 feet, and this side will be 20 feet. And we're about, I'm going to guess 70 feet across, maybe a little more. So she'll get quite a few trees in here. She'll put the trees about every 10 feet. And there'll be peaches and apples, as far as I know. She'll put a couple of different varieties in. And I'm not sure what else she'll pick. What other kinds? I know she's, what is it, persimmons? She likes persimmons or something, but I don't know how they grow in Delaware. So we'll find out. And we'll see. I keep teasing her. I want to put stuff between the trees, like the first year, because the trees will be very short. So I want to put in like pumpkins or, rows of strawberries or anything. But we'll find something, and maybe along the back I'll put sunflowers, and we'll definitely put a lot of flowers around to attract the pollinators. And then when the trees do start growing, we'll have bird netting to put around it. So anyhow, it's going to be good. I think trees seem to be a longer term investment, but we go through a lot of peaches, her and I. We make peach cobbler. We have peaches every night, it seems like, with maybe a little whipped cream, maybe just plain. So it costs us a lot in peaches. So this will pay off good for us. And she knows the varieties that she likes. I'm not going to go through that. I'll let her talk about that one day when she orders them. And we're getting this ready in the fall here, but probably not going to plant anything till the spring. I'm not really in a rush to plant them, although, it takes 2 years, 3 years before we get any fruit off them. So there's the metal pole. That's a real heavy pole. I mean, you can't tell that from here, but that's heavy. It's solid metal. And you heard it when it dropped. So she tamps it in there good. She's got it. Looks like you got it. She doesn't have her boots on today. She's got her sneakers on. That's not good. Anyhow, she does all this stuff. It's pretty incredible. I think she...
Okay. Bring me some fruit trees.
Bring me some fruit trees. She's ready for fruit trees. She's just getting all excited and ahead of herself. Anyhow, that's all for today. And we'll see you next time.